Hi and welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to generate dummy data in Django using custom management commands. This comes in handy when you want to test how your model behaves, and you may want to kind of load some bulk data, and instead of doing it manually, you can have this custom management command, which with a few lines of code, you can be able to automate even 1,000 data entries. Okay, so in here, I have a very simple Django application, and I have the config as the project. Then we have the orders as the application. Okay, so in my orders, we have the models. We have a very simple model here that is supposed to store the order. And from the order, we just capture the customer name, the amount, and the date that order was created. Okay, then we have also added some admin configurations where we are able to do a list display of customer name, amount, and the time it was created. And again, we should be able to filter with the time it was created. Okay, so in this video, we are going to see how you can be able to populate, say, 1,000, 100, or 50 data entries or 50 order entries just by using a single command. All right, so I'll first start by starting the local server. So I'll do that using the inbuilt terminal on the VS Code. Okay, so in Linux, this is how we activate the virtual environment. We do talk of source, then we mention the name of the virtual environment, then we have bin and activate. Okay, so it is going to activate the virtual environment. All right, so the next thing is having this command to start the local server. Okay, so for now we have some unapplied migrations. We are going to see that. So this just confirmed that Django works since we have not configured the home page, but for now we are interested with the admin page. Okay, so of course we get this error since we haven't done migration yet. So very quickly, I'll do migrations here. Then after that, I'll do migrate. All right, so as to map these model classes to the database, and these will be mapped as tables. All right. All right, so once we have that, then we can proceed and just create a super user. So this is the user that will be used to access the admin dashboard. All right, so once that is created, proceed to start the local server again. Right, back here, reload. Okay, so we just need to have some simple password here, and there we go. Okay, then from here, just click on orders. Okay, and this is where we are going to have a list of the orders. And again, we can also create an order here. All right, so we can talk of customer one. You wanted to populate this with, say, 100 data entries or 100 orders. It would take you so much time and effort adding an order after the other. Okay, so out here we have quite a number of ways on how you can be able to populate dummy orders in our model. Okay, so in this session, I'll be taking you through how to create management command so that you can be able to automatically populate your orders model with dummy orders. All right, so very quickly, I'll move to my project here, and under my app, I'll create a directory here. So ensure you select your app, the app name here. Then we have this icon, new folder. Then in here, we need to talk of management. All right. Then once we do that, click on that. Then again, in here, we need to create commands. All right. Okay. Then in here, we need to create a file that will contain the lines of code that will help us generate dummy orders. All right. So while still selecting here, click on new file and I'll name it seed orders.py. All right. Okay. So I'll collapse that and I'll do that. Okay, so in here we have the very first line talking about from django.co.management.base import base command. So this is what will be used to create custom CLI commands. All right, then again we are importing the order model from the orders.model. So orders, this is the name of our app dot models. So it's from the orders models that we want to import order. So remember, this is the name that we give to our model. Then we also need time zone and time delta. We are going to see where that one comes in. Then we also need random because we are going to randomize the creation of the amount as we are going to see. Okay, so in here we just create a class, and this class we call it command, and it is supposed to inherit from base command, this that we just imported here. Okay, then we just add a help right here. This is not mandatory, but it's useful just to give a hint of what this command does. All right, then we proceed and define a handle function. So this will act as the entry point. Okay, so it is the entry point to start editing or accessing our model. All right, so the other thing is this first line here that is supposed to delete any records that exist in our database before we add dummy records. So again, this is not mandatory. All right, so this is just doing a cleanup before adding new record. So you can work with this or even leave it out. And just remember, this order is the name of the model, the one that we just imported here. All right, then we are going to do a for loop. All right, where we are going to, for instance, in this case, we have to generate 50 records. So we are doing for I in the range of 0 to 50. All right, then let's talk about days ago. And we are generating random integers between the range of 0 to 120. All right, so this will be used to kind of coming up with the created at date and time. Okay, then we are going to see that here. Then we execute the command that is supposed to create the orders. All right, so we talk of order.object.create. All right, then in here we feed this create method with the rows of our database and provide the data that should move into the customer name, amount, and the date and time it was created. Okay, so for the customer name, we just have the common string customer, and then we pass in this number appearing in the range. So the very first entry we talk of customer 2 all the way up to customer 50, or the name. Then for the amount, we are going to randomly come up with an integer that is between 100 and 5,000. So it is for you to define this range. So if you think that you want to start with a higher number, think of 1,000, then you can just have it there. Okay, then the date and time, the order was created. We are just going to do some simple mathematics here by getting the current date and time using this timezone.now function and subtracting the days ago. And remember to work to get the difference in date time, then you make use of the time delta, which again we imported from date time. All right, so this will be executed for 50 times, or depending on the number of range that we have added here. Okay, so if you have 1,000 here, then this will be executed for 1,000 times, every time generating a customer ID here. Think of this I as an ID and coming up with a random integer between the range that you provide, and also coming up with the time here. All right, finally, once that is done, then we should just print something on our console. All right, so that's a simple base command, and let's see the power of that base command. Okay, so I'll stop my server here. All right, and then proceed to execute the command that will populate our model here with information. Okay, so I'll come here, clear the screen, talk about python manage.py, then this name, the name that we gave to our base command file. Okay, so we are going to talk of seed orders. All right, of course, we don't need to pass in py. Then press enter. Okay, then within no time we get successfully seeded orders. Okay, so come back here, reload. Okay, server is not running. Then we just need to come back here, start our local server, and execute it. All right, so there we go. We have some 50 orders starting from 0 all the way to 49. Okay, and if we look at what we have here, so this gives us 50. Okay, so to just have fun around this, we can, how about if we have 60? Let's talk about 60, and I can comfortably open a new terminal here. Okay, then let's talk about Python manage.py, then seed orders. Press enter, something happens, come back here, reload, and we see we have 60 orders. But look, it did first deleted the existing orders before adding on new orders. All right, so how about if I comment out this line here? There is this line that we said it is first doing a cleanup of the existing orders. So if we do that, execute that again, okay, successfully seeded orders, come back here, reload, again we see that we now have some more items added. Okay, so that is up to 120. So how about if we execute the same again? Let's see. Okay, come back here, reload. So we now have 180. So every other time it will be adding the number of orders based on the number that you pass in here. Okay, and again, if you look at the amount, this has been randomized based on the range that has been provided. And similarly, the date, this is also a random date. Okay, so based on your project requirement, you can be able to adjust this to suit your project. And by doing this, you'll be able to generate even 1,000 or 10,000 records within a very short time. All right, so this marks the end of today's session. Thank you for tuning in, and if this video was helpful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also drop a comment. Bye for now.